Hey guys, Vol here, going to take another look at the Warhammer Fantasy Battles League that I'm in at City Guard. This time it's Tomb Kings against Lizardmen, and sorry about the lighting for the first few photos, couldn't really get rid of that, but we're going to talk about what's happening anyway. This guy's taken 2 units of Pterodons, an Ancient Stegodon with no Engine of the Gods, a unit of 5 Cold One Knights, Cold One Riders, Cold One Cavalry, as you'd call them in the Lizardman list. Big unit of Temple Guard with the level 4 Slan as usual, big unit of Saurus, plenty of Skinks, some Salamanders. So it's a tough list, it's a balanced list, but it's not too over the top because he's not got an engine, he's not got 2 Stegodons, but still he does have the Saurus character with the charm of the Jagosaur, or whatever you call the charm of the Jaguar. You call him a Jagosaur because he's got that charm. But yeah, he's got the level 2 Skink Priest, so plenty of magic. Look, this is a very, very tough list. It's not too overpowered. I'm kind of annoyed that he has 2 units of Pterodons there because I hate Pterodons, but that's what I'm up against for this game. You may also remember me playing against this guy during the FluffyCon tournament. If not, go check it out in one of my previous videos. I played him in Game 3, Warriors of Chaos vs. Lizardmen. Very interesting game, and this one promises to be equally as interesting. Going to the next photo, you can see the glorious Tomb King army with a lot of light strewn over the side flank over there. But I've deployed everything in a big straight line right in the middle, and I'm going to get very aggressive with this game. I feel like I have to beat these Lizardmen. You can't really just stick back and let them magic you to death, so that's what I've decided to do. No tunneling Scorpions. I've got 1 Scorpion either flank. What I normally do is put both Scorpions in one area together, but this time I've decided to swap them out. Catapult and the hill at the back. Next photograph, you can see the entire battlefield here, and I've got a lot of stuff in the middle. I've got 2 units of chariots and the Temple Guard in between them. Sorry, not the Temple Guard, the Tomb Guard directly opposite the Temple Guard, and all the archers and fast cav on the hill with 1 unit of fast cav on the far side. This is really just to keep my my liches behind another unit of fast cav, so he can't actually just magic missile that unit or hit me with a wall of fire. That's the plan there. Really not planning on going too far around the flanks, just want to stick together in the center, get a lot of magic happening, and try to sort of outmuscle them in terms of mobility. That's really the best hope I have for winning this game. Next photo, I'd like to introduce you to the chapel. This is a terrain piece which Games Workshop makes, and last week we had a little bit of a raffle prize draw type thing. It wasn't really a raffle, but it was a prize draw, and I managed to win it, so I spent the last week painting it. Really proud of the way it's turned out. The photo just does not do it any justice at all. Going to go to the next photo where you can see, if you look carefully behind those sort of flaming brazier things, there's a little bit of source sliding. First time I've really had a go at that. Might make more use of that in future. Maybe more photos and more battle reports. I'll be using this this building extensively throughout my videos, so just pay attention to it. Really happy with the way it's turned out. Anyway, back to the game. Tomb Kings didn't win first turn, but he opted to go second, so I had to go first, which I wasn't complaining about. Just moving forward here. Now, the plan for me at this point was just to wait on the left flank and not do anything, just to slow him down. But on the right flank, try to outmuscle him and get a flank charge off into Saurus Warriors. Now, he's got a Saurus character on foot with a great weapon, meaning he's strength 7, and he can fly if he gets his bound power level 5 spell off. So I aim to dispel that every turn if possible, and not charge in the front with the chariots until that guy was dead somehow. The plan here is to get the Tomb Guard into either combat with the Saurus Warriors with spears or the Temple Guard, or even both, and then come in with the chariots later. Next photo, a bit of a better photo finally. We can see what's going on. He, unfortunately, is threatening me with his cavalry on the left of this photo. So I want to try and get in the way with either the Scorpion, fast cav unit, or Carrion. So I've got 3 options there, and then I can maybe flank him with some chariots later on if I get enough movement. The Tomb Guard are responsible for holding up the center for as long as they can. They do great in long, prolonged combat thanks to the King. The Prince can easily fly from the Carrion, the catapult, which is helping out to the Tomb Guard at any time. And that big unit of chariots on the right-hand side of the photo is there ready to either charge the Salamanders or just come in after that Saurus character has been dealt with. Here you can see my opponent Thomas actually playing around with his dice. He's got like 6, 7, 8 power dice plus a bound, so really nasty with my just 4 dispel dice, but I've got 3 scrolls, so able to last a few turns worth. Next picture, you can see what's happened later on is that the carrion being diminished by magic but not totally destroyed thanks to my use of scrolls there, landing right in front of the cavalry. Now that's important because it prevents him from actually charging the Tomb Guard if the Tomb Guard decide to charge the Temple Guard. So that's very important. They don't really want to get charged in the flank by those cavalry. In the background over there, what you've seen is the chariots have moved forward aggressively, and we're currently in my movement phase. And behind the chariots in the background, you can see the unit of fast cav being joined by the liches to get in range of both the Temple Guard and the chariots. Now this is a crucial part of my plan. We'll see what happens next, but in the far background, the Scorpion has charged unit of skinks, being able to kill them. Unfortunately for him, not managing to poison them enough. On the left-hand flank, though, on the bottom of the photo, I've actually completely lost the Scorpion from his skink blowpipes. Unluckily, he did roll a lot of sixes for that, so unfortunate. In the meantime, I've been chucking Screaming Skull shots at a Stegodon, managing to kill a few skink crew, but not actually damage the Stegodon itself due to scattering shots and so on. Anyway, we're going to the next photo where you can see what's going on over in the right-hand flank here. The Pterodons are hiding behind the building. You've got the chariots move forward, and here I want to start talking about my plan a little bit more. In fact, for the purposes of the plan, we'll just say a few things here. The king and the prince are now both in the Tomb Guard unit, and they've moved forward 4 inches, and they now have enough range to meet the Saurus Warriors with spears. So the plan is to use magic, their magic, to charge the Saurus Warriors, and if successful, then I can maybe get in the flank, possibly with my chariots, thanks to the liches. I've got enough magic there. There's the Tomb Guard, Tomb Prince with 1 roll, Tomb King with 2, 2 dice from the liches each, plus the Heretic Jar, and he's only got 1 scroll left. So that's the plan here. Next photo, you can see what the situation is. He's actually fled away from the chariots with the salamanders in my movement phase, allowing me to then move in the magic phase. That is possible, bear in mind, thanks to magic. And the king and the prince, both in the Temple Guard unit, looking to aim at the Saurus Warriors. They don't really mind too much if the Temple Guard flank them, because then I can come in with the chariots later and flank the Temple Guard and so on. Next photo, what you're seeing here is just a look at the other chariot unit. They are there to actually charge the Cold Mine Knights if they overrun past the carrion and leave a flank exposed. So that's the plan there. He's got his Stegodon waiting back and fortunately not bringing it too far forward. So I don't have to deal with that for another turn at least. Next photo, crucially, what happens here is that the king's unit, first of all, he allows the spell to go off with the king and the prince moving the Tomb Guard, and they charge the Saurus Warriors with spears. He opts to flee, not wanting to actually engage my unit. I thought he should have held, but he decided to flee instead, and that put him further back in between where they previously were in the table edge. However, I managed to get a spell off